Hello everyone, welcome to my Unreal Engine tutorial series on how to create an open world game. So this time I'm going to solve a couple of problems we have with our dodging mechanism. So for example, I dodge fine or dodge away from this character when I'm in this mode. So I have implemented a method previously to lock onto some character with the middle mouse button like this. So when I'm locked onto them, uh, our character keep looking at the enemy character which is currently locked on. So when I'm in that mode, if I press the dodge button, then this character is still going forward while rolling towards that character. So to fix that, I have to go to my human character, and here I have already implemented this dodging variable, and I make that dodging variable. When I start dodging, I make it true, and after 0.5 seconds I make it false. So I'm going to use that. So where have I implemented this locked on mechanism? It's here. So here, so whenever we are locked on, we keep looking at the locked enemy character. So I need to disable this when I'm dodging. So actually this solution is pretty simple. All we have to do is take a reference to our dodging, and I'll do a AND boolean here, locked on AND not, locked on and not dodging this. So what happens in here is, when I am locked on and when I am not dodging, so if I am dodging, this will be false, so this false part will be executed, and if I am not dodging, then not dodging would be true, and locked on and true would be. So if I am locked on, this part will be executed. Right, so that should be fixed now. Let's see. Okay, I locked onto that character like this. Okay, right. So now once I press dodge button, I move away from those characters, but still this rotating back to the original locked enemy direction is quite fast, as you can see here. See? Okay, so how to make it better? Okay, so let's go back here, and my 𝑟Interp. So this one is 0.5, but if I reduce this, I might have other problems. So well, anyway, let's change this into reduce the speed and see if it looks better with dodging, and then let's figure out what are the other problems that it can introduce. Right, Still it's not good enough to me. Well, so what if we do something like this? Let's make our character look at the target character only if the locked enemy is within a certain distance. So like this, I can get the distance. Oh, not like this. Right. Distance to the locked enemy to us self. So yeah, with this part I can get the distance from us to the locked enemy. So let's make our character rotate to the locked enemy only if this distance is smaller than some value. So I'll promote this value to a variable I'll promote this value to a variable like this, and I'll call it locked distance. Okay, so if that character is within the locked distance, we will look at him. Okay, I'll compile this, and lock distance is 1000, and I need to check if it is still the 1000 in my inherited character. Right, so this has become 0. We had this problem before, so that's why I checked here. So I'll reset it to 1000. So this is my player character, just in case you haven't following me in other videos. So this is my player character, which is inherited from this 𝐒𝐻𝐻𝐵𝐭, and whatever I do in this 𝐒𝐻𝐻𝐵𝐭 character will be inherited to this one as well. Okay, a little bit of inheritance there. Right, now let's check. I'll look into this guy like this. Well, I'm still looking at him. Why am I not looking? Why am I still looking at him? Alright, not yet. Well, I think I should be right. I think this is the problem. Where is my lock on method? Not this one. The one I activate with the middle mouse button. It should be under fight, block, weapon hit. Yeah, this one, lock on and off. So with the lock on, yeah, this is the problem. When I set it to lock on, I disable this orient rotation to movement property under character movement. So because of that, even if I go out of the lock distance, I am not orienting towards the movement. So I need to fix that as well in my lock on node here. I'll get a reference to character movement. and set orient rotation to movement. Okay, this is becoming a little messy, so let's quickly clean this up before it get any worse. Right. Okay. Right. So I'll plug this one into this one and this output here, and I'll use this value. No, actually I should take the not of this value here. Oh yeah, and then plug this here. Right, now let's see. Okay, now I'll look into one of these characters. Yes, now with the middle mouse button I have locked onto this guy, and I'll move away from him. Right, so when I'm away from him, okay, so when I'm away from that 1000 range, I am not looking at him anymore, like this. So I feel that 1000 is a little too much, so I'll reduce that into something like, well, I should have put these variables under fight. I'll reduce this to 300 and change it in the, okay, it is correct in the player class as well. Right, check again. Okay, I'll lock into him. Okay, now I am locked onto that guy, and if I move away, right, so now, right, now when I dodge, I'm going out of that lock distance, so therefore I am not rotating to again that locked enemy quickly, but only when I move towards him I will be locked onto him. Right, and also now you see that we have another problem. Those AI guys are supposed to look at us even if they are far away from us. So I'll fix it quickly. Okay, and under the 𝐶𝐻_enemy class, I'll increase the lock distance into 2000. Now they will keep looking at us even if we are too far away, but that does make sense for these AI guys, I guess. Okay, I lock onto them like this, right? Okay, now it is somewhat fixed. Well, if I got hit while I am going to dodge, still there is some problems. Right. Yes, now as you can see, I am locked onto this guy. That's why I am keep looking at him. And if I press dodge button, right, as so now I'm not looking at him. So we don't have that sudden rotation problem. Okay, and I think that would be enough for today. Well, actually this is not much for today, but we are running out of time. Already 15 minutes. Okay, see you in the next episode. In the next episode, we will work on strafing of the enemy characters. So before they attack us, instead of moving directly to us, they will somewhat strafe around us so that it would look good and it would make them look like somewhat intelligent enemies. And as always, this video is sponsored by my patrons. I really appreciate your support. You guys are the best. And refer to my Patreon page for project files and source code and other stuff. I'll put the link in the description below. Okay, see you in the next episode. Goodbye.